Ever felt like you're trying to improve your life, but no matter how many books you read, how many podcasts you listen to, or how many motivational videos you watch, you still aren't able to change anything? I've been there. And you know what I've realized? That sometimes doing more is not the answer. Life does not change when you do 100 things at once. It changes when you master a few things and you practice them consistently. Sometimes doing less is more. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Srishti's Corner of the Internet. Today, in this video, I'll be discussing about three areas that when you try to focus on them, everything in your life changes. These three areas, or as I'll be calling them, pillars, have the greatest impact on your life. And when you start focusing on them, life starts to change as well. I have divided our life into three pillars. These pillars are so crucial, and spoiler alert, the third pillar is something that almost nobody talks about. And between you and me, I think it makes the most change. These aspects change, and your life changes. Trust me, I guarantee that. First pillar, your physical health. Your body is the home you live in every single day. We all know that, yet, this is the fact that all of us ignore. If you're constantly tired, sleep deprived, you're not eating right, you're not moving your body, then how can you expect to perform at your level best, both mentally or physically? Exercising is not just about looking great, it has a lot of other benefits as well. But it gives you something even more valuable. It builds self respect. Every workout is a promise that you keep to yourself. Every healthy meal is a vote that you choose yourself. Your physical health influences your confidence, your self respect, the way you look, and even the way you carry yourself. I'm not saying that you need a perfect body to become the most impactful person in the room. No, you do need a healthy body to become an impactful person so that you become the best version of yourself. You need a healthy body that supports the life that you are building for yourself. So, if you're wondering where to start here. Move your body, exercise a little, eat right, sleep enough. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it is about building consistency. And that's exactly what I also talked about in my previous video. The link will be in the description. Go check it out. Second pillar, your mental health or your mind. Think about this. Quality of your life is largely determined by the quality of your thoughts. Your thoughts truly have the power to change your life. Your mind has the power to completely transform your life. But what are we doing every day? We're consuming news, social media, videos, opinions, comparisons. Sometimes the question isn't whether you're feeding your mind. The question is, what are you feeding your mind? If you constantly consume negativity or negative content, you will eventually become a negative person. If you are constantly consuming brain rot content, trust me, you will start feeling more dumb. Similarly, if your environment is toxic or you surround yourself with people who complain all the time, you will never be able to appreciate all the good things that are in your life. And trust me, even when you build a better life for yourself, you won't be able to appreciate it because complaining is something which comes naturally to you. The negativity is something which comes naturally to you. And this is so true. You become the average of the five people that you spend your time with. The opposite is also true. When you surround yourself with positive people, when you surround yourself with positive content, your life also starts to change. Read books that challenge your perspective. Talk to new people. Go into new rooms. Experience new things. Do something. Give your mind a challenge. Build your mind. Just like your physical health, your mind also needs to exercise. And how does your brain get exercise? When you start putting yourself into new situations, when you start putting yourself into situations which are uncomfortable for you. And you know what? When you start putting yourself into situations which are uncomfortable for you, but you still make it through, that builds resistance. That builds consistency as well. That gives you the motivation to try newer things. And on top of it, learn new skills, journal, do whatever. Pick one thing and stick to it. Try something new every day. That truly makes the difference more than you think it does. You will say that, okay, we live in a social world of social media, so content is everywhere. And yes, it's true. And information is the key. Information is the new currency. However, what I am asking of you is something a bit more subtle. You need to draw line for yourself. News is important, yes, but you do not need to drown yourself into that issue to the point that it starts affecting you negatively. Think about it. Be mindful of the content that you consume. That is it. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you will water it with will grow, whether it is positivity or negativity. So be mindful and be intentional about what you allow to be in it. There was a phase in my life where I was not feeling my absolute best. I was so terrified of everything. I did not have the confidence to talk into a camera or talk to people or whatever. You know what I did? I enrolled myself and I joined a Toastmasters club. It's a public speaking platform. And I'm so glad that I did it. Initially, it was the hardest step that I'd ever taken. But once I did it, there was a new world which was open for me. I've met so many people, I've made so many friends, I've made so many connections, and more importantly, I have felt that confidence, that resistance, that resilience, that no matter what, I will be able to get through anything in my life because I showed up for myself. I did the thing that terrified me the most, but I did it anyway. And look what came out of it. So I want you to look at your life with that similar perspective. And it's not going to happen overnight, but you have to plant that seed someday. And I want you to do that now. Think positive. What can go wrong? Put yourself in situations which terrify you. What's the worst that can happen? As they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Just that. Go do the thing that terrifies you the most. Go speak up. Do the things which you know in your gut will help you become the best version of yourself. Third, your spirit. Nobody really knows the importance of this pillar. Yes, everybody talks about, every reel, every article talks about mental health, physical health, the importance of it. So you know that. But nobody, almost nobody talks about how your spirit, your spirituality also is a major pillar in your life. It's the pillar that we neglect the most. Spirituality isn't just about religion. For me, spirituality is about connection. Connection to yourself, connection to your values, connection to something greater than your daily to do list. See, you can have the dream body, the dream job, the most successful life for yourself, but still feel empty and that disconnect. And no matter what you do, you just can't shake that feeling. You will always feel as if something is missing, that disconnection is there. And that is what spirituality is all about. Now, it does not necessarily need to be related with religion. It can be anything which truly grounds you, helps you establish that connection with yourself. Spend a few minutes in silence, or meditate, or pray, or practice gratitude. Do or practice any other hobby. Do whatever makes you happy from within. Do something for yourself. Ask questions that actually matter. Ask yourself the hard question. Go for a walk without your phone. Go bake something. Do whatever that truly makes your inner child happy. For me personally, I feel the most peaceful and most fulfilled when I go to temple. Not because I want to practice any religion. No. It's because I do believe in the existence of a superpower. And when I go to the temple or to a gurdwara, I feel the existence of that power through me. And that gives me a lot of peace, that gives me a lot of hope, and that is what helps me establish a connection to myself. Another thing that I like to do is practice gratitude. Being grateful for everything that you have in your life is one of the best ways not only to help you attract better things in your life, but also to give you that peace within, that when you have all of these things to be grateful for, that will happen to you in the future will also make you grateful for things. Spirituality can mean different things for different people. All it is at the core is about establishing a connection with yourself. Anything which helps you feel truly connected to yourself. That is what it is at the end of the day. Now, why do these three pillars work? Imagine life as a triangle. Physical strength gives you energy, mental strength gives you direction, and spiritual grounding gives you meaning. If one side weakens, the entire structure becomes unstable and eventually is broken. A healthy body without purpose can still feel empty. A sharp mind without discipline becomes anxious. If spirituality without any action becomes unrealized potential. The transformation happens when all three grow together. Now, how to achieve these goals and how to transform our lives. For the next 30 days, do not try to change your entire life. Yes. Pick up one thing from each pillar and try to do it every single day. Show up even when you don't want to. And at the end of the day, just ask yourself these three questions. What did I do today for my body? What did I do today for my mind? And what did I do today for my spirit? Just these three questions. Ask yourself these three questions without fail every evening. And your transformation lies within your answers. And if you can answer all of these three questions honestly, you're already becoming a better version of yourself. Not overnight, but step by step, bit by bit. And trust me, that is the best way to grow. Your physical health, your mental health, and your spirituality are the three pillars that are so important, yet not a lot of people pay attention to them. They just focus on one or two aspects of life and then they wonder, why do they not feel the best versions of themselves yet? My advice to those people and to you is pick up one thing from all these three pillars and start building them together. In no time, you will see a transformation. Has a very different narrative about how they want to change their life. And I'm not here to tell them what to do and what not to do. I'm just here to remind you about the things that we often forget in this hustling culture. Our health, our mental health, our connection to ourselves. That is what I'm here to remind you. No matter how you try to, go about these pillars, what you do is completely up to you. But these three pillars are very, very important to create an impactful change, a long term change in your life. Your life won't change if you're going to watch another motivational video. It changes when you will take a small action after watching it. We don't want to focus on becoming perfect. You just have to focus on becoming consistent. If this video gave you a new perspective, let me know in the comments down below how would you try to change each and every pillar in your life. If you would like more videos like this about personal growth, manifestation, spirituality, you're in the right place. Subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye.